An education for our black people in our community that teaches us the true nature of this decadent racist society, and to teach black people and our young black brothers and sisters their place in the society, because if they don't know their place in society and in the world, they can't relate to anything else.
That he was at.
Oh, the rapper, the gay homophobic slur at the concert.
Yes,
I still don't think it was that bad. If you like to suck dick, put your hands in the air.
I mean,
straight girls love to suck dick. Well, I'm not going to say
that's not
that.
what he said.
But
he said
if you don't have AIDS, put your hands in the air.
That's weird shit.
But that's not like cancelable. Like if you don't have AIDS, that's literally appallable. The shit that ask you at the doctor's office. If you don't have
agree.
AIDS,
I don't think it was cancelable, but I feel like why? That's my thing.
Because AIDS is fucking terrible?
No, I feel like sometimes people just talk too much.
I mean, yeah.
People will talk themselves into like the worst situations.
That is true.
If I'm a rapper and I'm at a concert and I'm a headliner or whatever the fuck the case is, hey, everybody put your phones in the air. All right, boom, drop the song. Why get on there and be like, hey, if your pussy smell like water? That's like, nigga, what? What are we talking about right now? I came to see you. I came to hear you rap. I don't give a fuck about the rest of that shit.
You forgot that he was a whole person before he was a rapper.
That's cool, but hurry up, rap. Get your set over with so I can see who else I paid.
No, he's a person. He's a rapper second, and he's a person first. He has opinions.
I mean, it didn't really
feelings.
offend me. Yeah, because I understand like where he's from. He's from Charlotte. Like
North
people
Carolina
don't understand. Like the baby is a regular nigga from Charlotte.
Right.
That's how most of them talk. It's not even like I'm sure he didn't mean nothing by it.
But he got to get canceled, have his endorsements removed.
I mean, you have to understand. You have to understand what year we're in and who you are and where you are in your life.
No, you have to consider who you decided to sign and cancel. I'm sorry, not cancel. You have to understand who you decided to say, hey, this is the guy I choose to represent my company. This is the guy I choose to represent what I believe in. And I don't give a fuck if the year changes. The year's going to change every second or every minute. You chose to keep the baby. You chose to say, hey,
but
I think he's a great supporter of my word on a record label. If he feels whatever, I support it.
That's the thing. The record label don't care, though. Record label is going to make money regardless. They don't really give a fuck about really what he said.
Then don't cancel him. At the end of the day, he's still a person. He has thoughts and opinions and beliefs.
I know, but that's the thing. Like, I'm on the fence for cancel culture. I feel like some people should be canceled.
I feel like
there's certain shit that
Donald Trump should have been canceled.
Definitely. That's a perfect example. There's certain sure, it's a free country. You can say whatever you want to say, but there's consequences for everything.
Motherfucker, he said he's gonna grab a woman by the pussy. One, which I just don't generally agree with.
Less people were offended
He
by
even
that.
said, "Hey, I think if my daughter wasn't my daughter, I'll fuck her."
Yeah, but
how do you say that as a father, as a dad? My daughter is sexy. If she was my daughter,
But that's the problem. Less people had a problem with that, and that was the fucking president of the United States, than they did with the baby, who's just a fucking rapper from Charlotte.
Yeah, baby's just literally a Negro trying to rap.
Literally. But I mean, I understand where people. I don't think.
God damn it! I feel like fighting for Donald Trump, who believes it's okay to grab women by the pussy.
Oh, you missed it. So here, when Donald's going up for re-election,
in 2024 or what?
No, like 2020 before he lost. There was this fucking you know how you go to the fair?
Yeah.
And there's like one of those stands that has like the t-shirts and shit.
Yeah.
They had one of those down the street. That's like right by the Starbucks.
In Florida?
Yes, down the street here.
Oh,
and they would sell Trump 2020 stuff.
But he lost.
They had cardboard cutouts and foam fingers, fucking banners, everything you can think of.
But
T-shirts.
he lost.
Yeah, even like 3 weeks after he lost. They did not shut down until like a month and a half after he lost. I swear to God.
I mean, if he was a Democrat, he would have took the loss and probably been like, okay, well, try again next 4 years. But I mean, fuck it. Cancel culture is weird. They'll cancel you for anything.
It is. That's what I'm saying. I'm on the fence. I do believe some people should be canceled. Like, I feel.
Like, who you believe should be canceled?
R. Kelly.
Why?
Like, R. Kelly is by far the greatest R&B singer of all time.
Okay.
However, the man is a fucking pervert. He's a pedophile.
Nobody complained when he was fucking Aaliyah.
And that's the problem. And that's what I'm saying. We cannot pick and choose when and when not to fuck with somebody. Like, this man has been sick. This man he married Aaliyah when she was 15 years old, and he was like fucking in his 20s.
You saw the biopic.
Nobody had a
He
problem.
didn't marry her parents agreed to allow this shit happen, and she was 15 years old. She didn't have a legal say so such thing.
Why are these same people that were alive back then, which now they should be about, my sister's 40, so about 30s, 40s, all of a sudden they're so outraged now about it. And it's like, this motherfucker has been sick. Nobody said anything. Was it more acceptable back then?
There's plenty of people who are sick, and that's going on. What's his name? Harvey Weinstein. His ass
Even Bill Cosby
raping people for years. Bill Cosby. Listen, I don't believe that Bill Cosby was Campbell. I'll be the first one to say I don't believe Bill Cosby did it. I feel like I feel like he did it. No, I don't believe it. I think because he wanted to buy, what was it, ABC or NBC, and he wanted to be the voice of the fucking European train network. That's what I think happened.
I feel like
he tried to get bigger than his britches, and motherfuckers had a problem with it. He had faith in himself over fear, and his ass was fucking questionable.
The 60s and the 70s were a different time. Everybody was doing drugs. Do I feel like he did it maliciously? No, I feel like some woman came there and they knew they were down for whatever.
Yeah.
Do I think it's right? No. But do I think that that's what happened?
Why not is it right? If you're a consenting adult and you choose to have sex with a celebrity and you choose to do the dirty, philanderous thing he says he wants to do, it's your right as an adult woman to do it.
You can consent to fuck somebody, but I don't mean you consent to be drugged and fucked by somebody.
That's
enough. Different.
Fair enough.
If we make a decision that we're fucking, but then you fucking slip something to my drink, I didn't consent to that. I consented to the fucking, but I didn't consent to being drugged.
So fair enough. If you fucking happen to drug somebody, you deserve to be canceled. Touche. Yes. But as the idea of a cancel culture in itself, the word itself means there is practice, life, food, and what's it? Life, like dancing, art, food, and a living standard to canceling people. Like, you literally live an entire life just to cancel somebody. And to be that aggressive, you have to be overly sensitive.
Some people deserve that.
But you can't be overly sensitive. Like, if you're overly sensitive, you're denying the people the right to talk. You're denying the people the right to express themselves.
So, for example, a person like R. Kelly, what can he say?
Well, first of all, you shouldn't. No, it's not right to have sex with a child.
There's nothing that he can say to come back from
That's a law, though. That's like a legal right in America. You shouldn't have sex with a child because she or he doesn't have the right to understand what's going on. Fair enough. But Bill Cosby, if you're in the 70s and everybody you're fucking is happened to be over the age of 18, well,
that doesn't make it right. Just because they were over, they weren't children, doesn't mean that's not rape.
Right. You shouldn't drug them. But if you happen to know that I am dating you, I'm a celebrity and I happen to partake in drugs, and you happen to take one of these drugs that I partake in, that's the thing. Then you chose this path.
I don't think they chose. Bill Cosby was on some, we fucking, and hey, here's a drink. Let me pop this pill in the drink while you're not looking type shit. That's
on the type all of shit blonde hair, blue eyed ladies.
No, now listen.
Blonde hair. No, there was no black, no Hispanic, no Asian. All of them were blonde hair, blue eyed ladies. Well, you saw what I'm saying.
That's his fault, but I'm not even gonna get into that.
Come on now.
I believe that that's what happened. Not all the time. Do I think some of them are down for it? Sure. But I think most of the time he was a creep and he was on some let me slip some shit into your drink.
Come on. I really do believe Bill Cosby wasn't on that swag. I feel like Bill Cosby was on a swag just as a man who's famous. I'm trying to get some pussy.
But the only reason why they let him go because he's old as fuck. And that's the only reason why motherfuckers were sorry for him, because he looks like if he breathes too hard, he'll die. That's the only reason why motherfuckers give a fuck.
All right, if he catch COVID, that's the end of his life,
If he
right?
was as young as R. Kelly, and R. Kelly is like, what, 40, maybe 50? If he was that young, they wouldn't care. Motherfuckers don't care about R. Kelly.
So you feel like if, for example, it was, Justin Bieber doing this shit, he would be stuck in prison?
No. Well, first of all, Justin Bieber's white, so no.
Okay, so
I don't think.
what's
If
a
Justin
young
did the same thing,
what's
he'd
a
be
young
done.
celebrity?
And he's
Shit.
Canadian, so no.
Oh, Canadian. By the way, Canada Crown Royal Peach. I heard is year round. Please call your
so
girl
now
Carrie.
you
Her
gonna take-
Instagram is
I thought you was gonna try to take my sponsorship.
no. What's your Instagram again, Carrie?
God's last gift 910.
Yeah, Gods GODS last LAST gift GIFT 910. Please hit up your girl. We love. Well, not we. I'm an Uncle Nearest fan. Crown Royal. Please hit up your girl. But again, I feel like Bill Cosby only got these problems because he tried to talk to NBC. He tried to own it. Like he tried to own a national network. That would have been possible for everyone to see.
Bill Cosby was dragging women in the fucking 50s and 60s.
I mean, if
This
you want
shit
to talk
happened way
really
before
real,
that.
you tell me Elvis wasn't doing it? You tell me if Elvis wasn't alive to this day, he won't be doing the same exact shit? The motherfucker that was pushing coke in the black communities, that was found guilty by the United States government doing shit, won't do it?
Elvis was
Come
what?
on now.
Elvis was what?
White.
Okay.
So?
So they don't. When's the last time you've seen, other than Harvey Weinstein?
Okay.
When's the last time you seen a white male be canceled for sexual assault?
The owner of Facebook, what's his name?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg was on trial for a little while for Facebook privacy.
That's not fucking sexual assault. That's
Listen,
Facebook
my privacy is assault, okay? If I had to fucking...
Because we're talking about sexual predators.
Okay.
So when's the last time you seen a white man, other than Harvey Weinstein, a celebrity, get canceled for sexual assault? And think about that.
Okay, well, legitimately, I can't think of a Caucasian
They
American.
had R. Kelly in jail now for almost 2 years. And
But why is it every time you hear about it, it's a fucking minority, though?
But my point exactly. They claim they got so much on this man, which do I believe he did it? Yes. Do I believe he did it to all the women that say that? No, because money does talk. But they claim they got so much on this man, and he's been behind bars for 2 years, and there hasn't been any sentencing.
He's been released, by the way.
I don't think he ain't been released.
He has been released.
He's still. They not letting that man go.
No. Look it up. Hold on. I'll look it up.
They not letting him go this time.
They did release him.
They did
Bill
not.
Cosby, right?
No, R. Kelly.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
no.
Bill
No,
Cosby,
R.
yeah.
Kelly's done. Bill Cosby been done.
Right,
been
Bill
released.
Cosby because he's old.
Well, yeah, but
they feel sorry for
again, R. Kelly, we're not talking about like adult women. We're talking about children. Children's a whole different story. Children are precious.
No, but he raped women too. It's not about age.
But he raped children. There's a difference between raping women and children.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, if you rape
I
a
don't
girl,
think it had
I'm not
anything
saying
to do-
one's better than the other, but like, in the terms of a law, it's more egregious to see, well, goddamn, he raped a fucking girl under 18 who has no type of consent for her well-being unless she's in certain states and no type of understanding of what she's agreeing to. And then he peed on the girl, which is me personally disrespectful. Like, you made not one, you made 2 songs. How you just gonna pee on her? Like, piss on you,
Nigga,
piss
that
on
was
you.
Dave Chappelle.
And then everybody again was singing to this shit.
Allegedly.
No, there was no allegedly. He did make a song about piss on the girl.
In the court of law, he got off for that the first time.
Okay.
So he was found not guilty for
Double
that.
jeopardy.
So we can't even say allegedly. But they said that he had pissed on a girl. That was when he went to jail. Well, he didn't go to jail. He was found not guilty. But I'm telling you, the only reason why they don't give a fuck about Bill is because he's old. And it's that when motherfuckers look at Bill Cosby, they think about the Bill Cosby show and they think about a squeaky clean image. Whereas where people look at R. Kelly doesn't have that squeaky clean image.
Right.
R. Kelly's been talking about fucking sex since he fucking popped out the womb.
Which was what year again? What year was R. Kelly big again? Like in the 90s, right?
Yeah, in the 90s.
What?
Like, he has a totally different image, and he's already been to court once for the same shit. Like, it's a pattern. You married Aaliyah. And when she was fucking 15.
No,
then
you
the 2000s,
agreed to marry Aaliyah by paying her parents off.
Yes, which is
And her parents should be held more at fault.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I bet you cash if Aaliyah was alive, she'll paint a whole different story.
Yeah,
the only reason we can paint this because she's fucking dead.
Yeah, I feel like she was impressionable and she went with it because I mean it's fucking R. Kelly, the biggest R&B singer in the world at that time, and you're a 15-year-old girl.
Right.
He can tell you fucking anything. Oh, I'm gonna make you a star.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she probably loved him and fell in love with him or whatever. But then again, she was 15.
Right. So when her parents agreed to getting, again, thank you, Wendy Williams, for revealing this shit to the world. Her parents agreed to allow their 15-year-old daughter to get married to, how old was R. Kelly at the time? What, over 20?
Yeah. He was in his 20s. Had to be.
He had to be over 20 to agree to marry this 15-year-old girl. And you said, okay.
I mean,
your parents should be held accountable for it because you fucking did something that was illegal. You did something that was illegal.
People don't care about R. Kelly, but it's a pattern. He's been this way.
Well, fuck the people. Think about the law. The law should. Granted, Aaliyah's not here for us to hear her side of the story. Rest in peace, Aaliyah. I love you. You know, when it happened. But her parents are here. Her parents heard. Her parents did the crime. So why aren't they paying for it? Why the fuck is R. Kelly? R. Kelly may be a sexual predator, but her parents are the one that agreed to the shit. But that's what he did
to himself. It's a pattern. You married Aaliyah, and then a couple years later, you allegedly, which she was found out guilty, pissed on a girl on videotape. Somehow got off for that in 2001. Fast forward to now, you're back on trial for the same shit. Now, pretty much every person he's ever sexually assaulted ever went on Lifetime and told their stories about how they've been sexually assaulted by him. Now he's back in jail for the same shit.
Isn't it double jeopardy?
No, it's not double jeopardy. It's a totally different case. They have different instances. But the double jeopardy is when you're tried for the same crime twice, and you can't do that. It's illegal according to the 14th Amendment.
Okay, fine. I'm glad we have legal motherfuckers in here. Thank you very much. But, I mean, granted, I believe I can fly. Still masterpiece to this day. I'm not saying that excuses him for doing what he's doing.
No,
but
I can separate.
Because I will never believe that having sex with an underage individual, period, is okay.
Never.
But in some states, Florida would be an example. If you're 16 and you're 22, again, over the age of 18, if you have legal consent from your parents, you can have sex with that person. By legal fucking right, that's okay. Do I think morally that's okay? No, I don't think it's okay. But again, who am I? I'm just one man fighting against an entire law. R. Kelly happened to make an agreement with this child's parents. Bill Cosby had relations with adults. Now, again, this is what I know.
But that's the thing. He drugged these people.
Now, there's no right to be drugging anybody. But
and
that's Bill
thing.
Cosby, I mean, it's the 60s and 70s. Everybody was doing drugs.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody was doing drugs.
Was on that type of time.
Everybody was doing, it's not a secret. Everybody was doing drugs.
Let's say you go over a girl's house.
Okay.
And let's say everybody's smoking weed nowadays. Let's say you don't smoke weed.
Okay.
And somehow, some way, she gets you drunk enough. And she's like, hey, hit this. You smoke the weed. And let's say, now, maybe weed wasn't the best example. But let's say
weed is an example in
you
this
take
case.
The weed, you get high as shit. And
now you get fired from your job because you have weed in your system.
No. Let's say you fuck, like, because men can be raped too. Let's say something went further than what it should have.
Okay.
That's still rape.
Okay.
Get what I'm saying? Even if you were attracted to that person and that person said that they were down to have sex with you, that doesn't mean they were down to be drugged to have sex with you.
Fair enough. And I agree, because now you're taking away their right to choice.
Exactly.
Right.
Because consent and your choice is the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You can consent to something, but if I'm drugged out of my mind, I don't know what the fuck's going on. That's not consent.
Okay, fair enough.
And that's where that, if you know what I'm saying. Plus, Bill Cosby was never a fucking attractive guy. Never.
He was rich.
Bill Cosby has been ugly as fuck his entire life.
He was rich. Money makes anybody attractive.
Right.
Perfect
Let's
example.
not sit here
My boy Hove. I fuck with Hove, but I will say this to anybody who asks me. I don't think Hove would be able to pull Beyonce. Like, she's the most attractive woman in the world, multiple years over, and you tell me Hove?
I disagree. I feel like Hove,
Nah, I don't care what kind of talk game you got.
Hove
Hove couldn't pull
definitely.
Jay-Z.
I mean, he pulled Beyonce in the 2000s.
So?
Jay-Z ain't have money like that. In
Jay-Z was still fucking looking like Jay-Z.
He had money, but
So?
he wasn't a billionaire like he is now. He had like a couple thou, but he wasn't as popping as he is now. But
Can you name a Jay-Z song from 2000?
Yeah.
Name one.
Big Pimpin'.
Okay, fine. Can you name a Beyonce song from 2000?
Well, Beyonce really didn't pop till like 2003.
But Beyonce
But
was
she
still
was a Destiny's
like
Child, so yeah.
right.
Not a single
Destiny
song,
Child had hits back in the day.
though. Yeah, but I feel like it's about
But again, focus on the topic.
yeah.
Bill Cosby, granted, he did talk to women who were over the age thing. Yes, he did indeed may have rape. I won't believe what happened the way they described it.
I don't care how
Because
old
it
you
was
are.
what, 20, 40 years ago?
Listen.
Now you're telling me you can recollect perfect details?
I don't agree with that.
No,
shit.
I don't agree with that. I don't believe you. I don't. I'm
in
sorry.
my
Memory
opinion,
doesn't work that way.
He is canceled.
Like
I can't watch the Bill Cosby show in the same way.
They canceled
The
it.
same light.
Yeah,
He's
but
canceled. That's it.
What was the Bill Cosby show about? Positive role models. Granted, the man who was the one star features of the show was negative, yes, but the positivity behind it is still there. A positive black role model family,
But
a two-parent family home with two kids.
He already destroyed that image. Bill Cosby show is about the perfect example of the African American family and the African American structure in a household.
Right.
You have him. He plays what was he, a doctor?
Him and his wife were a doctor.
Or a lawyer or whatever.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be the perfect family. He's supposed to be the perfect man.
Right.
You've already destroyed that image. When people looked at Bill Cosby, they looked at him as like a father figure.
I think
Or
the
maybe
idea
even a
of perfect
grandfather
is
figure.
too far-fetched for the show because at the end of the day, again, he's just a man. He is
This is
human.
true.
He's tends
This
to
is
error.
American
You know what I'm saying?
Society we're talking about.
He's still human. The idea of a perfect family doesn't exist.
It doesn't, but on television it does. And that's what he represented. That's what he got famous for. So that's what people look to him for. If it wasn't for that show, he wouldn't be famous. You get what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
That's how people know him.
Well, no, wait. He was a comedian. I mean, his stand-up. I mean, just me personally. Me personally. I've never seen him.
No, trash.
Damn.
I can name several comedians off the top of my head who are better than fucking Bill Cosby.
From the 90s?
Yes.
Name one.
But even back, Richard Pryor.
That's
Dave
70s.
Chappelle,
Come on, that's way before his time. Come on now.
No, it's not. Paul Mooney.
Okay.
Fucking Eddie Murphy, Mike
Okay.
Epps, Steve
Okay.
Harvey,
Bill
Cedric the
Crawford.
Entertainer,
Okay.
Bernie Mac. There's so many comedians way better than fucking
But Bill Cosby had an effect on the culture
for the Bill Cosby show.
because it was.
When have you ever heard a motherfucker say, "Hey, Bill Cosby's my favorite comedian"?
All right, you
And
got
there
me
goes the silence because nobody has ever said it.
All right, you got me there. Yeah, you got me there. I ain't gonna say shit. I've never heard it.
Image.
I never heard
And that's
it.
what cancel culture is about. Cancel culture in itself is a modern form of being ostracized. You're being ostracized.
Like shunning.
Yes, pretty much. You're shunned. And I feel like some people deserve to be. When I think about those type of people, I think R. Kelly, and definitely now R. Kelly, I'm able to separate the person from the art. I'll never say he's one of the greatest R&B singers of all time. That has nothing to do with what he did in his personal life. Musically, as an artist, he's amazing. Does he deserve to be canceled for everything else that happened in his life? Yes. Him, R. Kelly, and Bill Cosby. But the baby said, I just feel like sometimes niggas don't know when to shut the fuck up. And I feel like that was just one of those times. But do I feel like that was something so major for him to be canceled? No.
Okay, well, I agreed. If you tend to go shit too far with certain words, especially since you are an influence on like certain vulnerable populations, yes, you do deserve to be canceled, because then you're promoting things that shouldn't be promoted. Like, you shouldn't promote, again, just me personally, certain shit like if you have AIDS and you're okay. Because if you have AIDS, granted, you can live a whole healthy life.
Yes, you shouldn't
promote
homophobia. You shouldn't promote stereotyping.
Right. You shouldn't promote prejudice and stereotype, because that's not okay.
Because anybody can catch HIV/AIDS, women and men. There's a negative stereotype that mostly gay men contract HIV/AIDS.
Google it.
And that's a negative stereotype. Anybody can catch it. You can't put those things out there. And sometimes you pretty much gotta know how to shut the fuck up, and you can't fumble your bag, which he did. I think he lost like $2 million in 1 week.
Motherfucker lost a lot of fucking endorsements.
Yeah, like he was, every time I like woke up every day, he was being taken off another fucking festival or another concert.
That goes back to what I said previously. He's a man. He has not just a man like a male, but he's a human fucking being with his own thoughts, opinions, beliefs, his own idyllic culture. So for you to judge him based off what?
I mean,
one thing he did and remove him from all his ads and promotions is unfair. That's like saying, okay, I can't fuck up.
And I agree, but he could have just shut the fuck up.
But he's still not that guy.
Hey, everybody put your phones in the air. Boom, play the song. I'm a concert goer. I paid to see you perform. Perform your set. Shut the fuck up. Perform your set. Sing your songs. Let me turn up. Get the fuck off the stage so I can see the next person I paid to come see. That's it. You don't have. You know what I'm saying? This is not a dialogue. You're not a comedian. We're not here for that. We came to see you perform. Perform. Get off the stage.
But he's performing his art. An artist should always have the artistic liberty to express themselves.
Yeah.
And if my art is offensive to everyone, then don't adhere to art as aesthetic. Either you like it or you don't.
What is he really saying? Hey, if your pussy smell like water, put your phone in the air?
He likes pussy.
I mean, yeah.
You like pussy?
Yeah, but what?
I like pussy too. If it doesn't smell like water, please put your phone fucking down. Don't lie to the masses. Like, I agree with that part. Like, if your pussy does not smell like water, please remove it from my sight. Because 1, you probably have a problem. 2, I am not interested in addressing said problem.
At a concert and there's thousands of people there.
Because that's him.
Why is that the first? Then that's true.
It's him. It's the baby. You came to see him.
I get it, because like I said, I know where he's from. I know the circumstances that he came from.
Okay.
I've been in that area. I'm from Fayetteville. He's from Charlotte. So
Vietnam is bitch.
All day, every day.
Right.
But, I get it. Do I think he should be canceled? No. Like, I still fuck with the baby, but, like, sometimes people got to know when to shut the fuck up. I've seen so many people talk themselves out of the easiest situations. Sometimes just shut the fuck up and just let it happen.
So who do you think deserves, if we are adhering to the ideology that a cancel culture exists, who do you feel deserves to be canceled?
Top of my head.
Off the top of your head.
Donald Trump.
Okay.
R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, whoever killed Tupac.
I still feel, just me personally, Suge Knight has something to do with it. P Diddy too. So P Diddy, Suge Knight, if you happen to hear this shit,
no, actually,
I feel like y'all have something to do with it.
Like Tupac being killed was like some like undercover like FBI shit.
Really, dog.
I'm so yes.
Really, dog.
Yes.
Come on.
You'd be surprised, nigga. The FBI killed Martin Luther King.
Yes, 1999 FBI and the United States government was found guilty for killing Martin Luther King.
So
yes.
why do you think they wouldn't fucking kill Tupac? one of the most prolific rappers to ever be.
At 25, you're prolific?
Yeah, yes.
No.
What?
No.
Tupac
sorry.
is the greatest rapper of all time.
Facts. Won't deny it, but
He was a poet. He was a philanthropist.
he was also
an
involved
actor.
in a shit ton of gang activity.
I don't want to say gang activity.
Really?
Did he
Really?
live that lifestyle? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. But do I think that that's solely what happened? That the only people that was after him was gangs? No.
No.
But to stay
Okay,
on
fine.
topic, motherfuckers who killed Tupac should be canceled.
Fair enough.
Certain government organizations should be canceled.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's all I can think of on top of my head.
Honestly, I think certain laws, policy, procedures, like if I would be really technical, really technical, I think child support should be fucking canceled. Like, I don't think
agree.
that as a man, I have no right to cancel my birthright to a child. If me and another female decides to bear a child, you as a female have the right to abort said child and remove your maternal rights from said child. But as a father, I'm stuck. I still have to pay you child support. I still have to make sure the child's alive because I fucked you.
So in what scenario?
Okay, so me and the female are fucking.
Mm-hmm.
No, just kidding. We just fucking. Like, everybody fucks in 2021. Pussy is pussy, dick is dick, whatever. Floats you both. So, we fucking. We have a baby. I, as a man, say, before you even have said baby, within the first 3 months, I don't want to have this baby.
So
I am not
before she has
interested
the
in
baby?
taking care. Hold on. I am not interested in taking care of this child. I'm not interested in raising this child. I am letting you know off rip. I want nothing to do with this child. You say okay, but you still put me on child support. That's not fair to me because we both consent. I want nothing to do with that child.
You want her to abort the child?
No, you don't have to abort the child, but I want nothing to do with him.
That should be handled before she even has a baby. Even though I
Right, that's what I said the first 3 months.
It's a woman's choice to decide whether or not she wants an abortion.
Agreed.
Once that baby is born and you lay down with me, that's my responsibility just as much as it is yours.
Right.
So you best believe, yes, I'm putting your ass on child support.
But
I
as
didn't
a
lay down
man,
and fucking have this baby by myself.
but as a man, you are absolutely right. But within the,
It can't
argue,
happen. A baby can't be created without sperm.
Agreed. But if I argue within the first 3 months of conception, like we have this conversation,
That's not how it works.
I
That
say
should be
I
handled
don't want
before-
to be any part of this child's life.
But that doesn't erase the fact that you're the father.
Granted.
You can say all day you don't want to be in their life. That's cool. But will you pay for it? Hell yeah.
Why the fuck? Why? Because I
Because
don't
you're
want nothing to
still
do
the
with the child.
father. You're still the father.
But
If
you
now-
can
if you
terminate
had-
your maternal rights and drop the kid off in fucking adoption and become a ward of the state.
But that should be determined before the child is even here. Like
But
that's when you
you
should talk
can.
about abortion.
But you can at any point. What? At any point in a child's life, you can do such things.
You can. But that
Yeah.
doesn't-
So
that
why am I
doesn't-
stuck paying child support to you?
Because that doesn't change the fact that biologically,
So?
that is your son or your daughter.
And 50% of that child is you.
Yes.
Yes.
So 50% she's covering, and 50% you're paying the rest.
But only I'm paying, but you're not, so you can drop the child
well,
off? That's not fair.
No, now if she keeps the child and she's taking care of the child, yeah. Do I believe that the father should pay the other half and help her? Yes.
So if you end up saying, okay, I don't want nothing to do with you or the child. I have no ill will. Again, let me finish. I have no ill will towards you or what you do, but I want nothing to do with you or the child because me and you aren't working. I don't hate you. I have no ill will towards you.
You don't take that out on the child.
You don't,
Just
but
because
I
me and
choose
you don't
not
fuck
to
with each
involve
other.
myself in a child.
Yeah, but just because you break up with somebody and y'all don't fuck with each other, that don't mean you take it out on your son or your daughter.
You don't, but if I don't want
this
you,
is a
why am I
whole
forced to
human
take care of
being
you?
that has to live. They gotta eat, they gotta sleep, they got basic needs and necessities just like you do. Just because y'all don't fuck with each other, that's irrelevant.
But you have more control over that child like myself. At any point before the third trimester of having that child, you decide to abort him, you can do so by your legal right. By your legal right. In some states, you can say, fuck it, I don't want a son or daughter. I'm done with him. You don't have to call me.
That's what I'm saying. Even if you say you're done
but
with the child,
I am required by law to take care of the said child.
Because biologically it's still yours.
But
that I don't know why men think just because they say they don't want to fuck with a child, that means that's still your blood. That's still your DNA. You're still responsible.
But you can just kill my blood and DNA on a whim? Because if, again, I happen to have child with a woman who's emotionally incapable of processing her emotions, and she happens to get mad at me one day and just kill the child. You killed him. I have no say so in what you do. You went to the abortion clinic and say, I want to abort this fetus that I happen to have within the first 3 months that I wanted. I have no say so in which.
Yes, because that's her body.
Right, but after you drop the baby, now it's my responsibility? Come on now.
Yes.
No.
Because even if she got an abortion, and let's say you wanted the child, that's not your body. If that's the case, you carry it for 9 months.
I agree with you, but unfortunately, that's not how biology works.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying.
Why is the law skewed that I have to pay for a child that I don't want? Granted, I did lay down with you.
Yeah.
Granted, I did make the baby. Yes, but if you don't want the baby, you can just terminate the baby, have a great day, live your rest of your life. Yeah. I don't have said luxury. I don't have the option. If you choose to birth the baby, I have to be a man. Not a man, I'm sorry, that's fucked up. I have to be a caregiver and take care of said child for a person who I could give two shits about.
And that's the grievances of being a man.
Right. That's not fair. But as a lady, as a female, you can just terminate the pregnancy. Oh, well, I got to go live my life.
Yeah, I mean, it's her body.
No, it's not okay.
It is her body. That's what's like. You cannot tell people what to do with their body.
So here's my question. At what point does it stop being your body? Because granted, you could not make a baby by yourself.
Never.
No matter what you do, you can't make a baby by yourself.
You have sex with a woman and you skeet in her and she becomes pregnant. Does not at any point does that mean that you own her,
but
or you own her body?
50% of that baby's DNA,
yes, because we're talking about science.
But we're talking about not just science, biology.
That's the same blood that runs through your veins. Y'all have the same DNA.
So it's me.
Yes.
Right. So I should have a say so in me.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have legal right to say, I don't want this, period. This is your body, your right, which I can respect, me personally. Why is it that if you choose to have said baby and I choose not to be a part of said DNA, like if I choose to spit, because I shouldn't be held responsible to spit that far out my mouth? Because
the only reason that most men say they don't want to fuck is not because the child, they don't fuck with the woman bearing the child.
Fair enough.
Like you have to, most people don't think about a child as an actual living being. Like they have to eat, they have to sleep, they gotta fucking have shelter, and they can't provide for themselves.
But I didn't want to get to that point. You, as the caretaker of your body, as the owner of your own personhood, chose to have said body.
But you have to, before you even lay down with somebody, that should be something that's laying down. That should be something that's in your head. Is this woman mother material?
So if you happen to have spiteful intentions and say, well, I'm going to lay with you and have your child, I'm going to lie to you and say I'm on birth control and then allow me and
wrong.
you.
There's nothing.
It is,
right,
but again, it happens. Now I am legally required to take care of said child. That's not fair to me because I wasn't. And I don't have no say so. Listen, after you're pregnant, I can't walk away. I'm stuck.
That's
but you
more
can.
Of a problem than most men. They fuck anything. Like you have to really, like if I was to slip up and I was to nut in this woman and she became the mother of my child? Would I 100% be okay with that? Would I 100% be willing, even if we weren't together, to pay child support?
Now,
those are the things that you have to think of.
Now,
but
I
most
argue
people
that
just fuck somebody and then it's like, oh, I don't fuck with you. Fuck y'all. I'm not paying child support. That's some shit that you should have thought about when y'all was laying down fucking.
I argue as a female, you have a variety of options more than as me as a male. I can't say, well, I'm a male, so I'm already a prize subject. As a female, statistically speaking, you have more partners than myself. Because, again, we would just look at it just pure base facts. You can have more sexual encounters than myself. Easy. Not too many men will deny yourself. Now, if I happen to have an encounter with you as a female, granted, I'm happy. I have sex, great, boom, bam, boom, whatever. But now I have to pay for it for the rest of my life while you have the option to just cut it off.
And you know the beautiful thing? That's not fair. That's why contraceptives exist. That's why you got condoms. That's why you got Plan B. That's why you got birth control.
But if you choose not to take it, what am I going to do?
There's nothing you can't. That's
exactly.
That's
I'm fucked.
Body. Yes.
I'm fucked. That's not okay. That's not
Nobody
fair.
Ever said it was okay, but it's reality.
Like, but that's
you just
not
can't say,
fair.
fuck this child. I'm not going to take care of this child, and I'm just going to let this child just fall to the wayside and potentially be homeless because I choose to lay down with somebody who I didn't find to be mother material.
I mean,
how is that the child's fault?
It's not the child's fault, but I choose as a consenting male adult not to be involved with the child.
Listen.
Just like you can choose not to have said child, and I have no say so in the matter. No matter what I say, if you, as a female whose body is your own personhood, decides that I'm pregnant, I don't want to have the baby, I can just go to a clinic, abort the baby, free of charge, by the way, as the United States government, it's over. But as a male, I am stuck paying for it. I am stuck with the responsibility of taking care of a child that I chose not to want to have nothing to do with. Now, I won't deny the fact that, yes, we laid together. Yes, we had sex. Yes, we did commit unprotected
if men were
whatever.
As passionate about the type of woman that they choose to make mothers more than they're passionate about child support, then maybe child support wouldn't exist.
But it does, and there's nothing to say to even the playing field.
No,
because as a female, if you choose to have sex with a male, which again I know you won't have sex with a male.
No,
right.
This is not even my issue, but I can relate.
It's not fair because as a male, if you tell me it's okay for me to do such things, one, I have consent to your body to do said actions that you give me consent to do. If I choose, as I ask you, again, I'm a male, I want to ask you, just me personally, would you mind if I just, in all intents and purposes, being very frank, bust the nut inside of you? Granted, that's my choice. That's your choice to take it.
At the end of the day, I don't think child support should be canceled.
I personally feel child support should be canceled because it promotes unfairness.
Where they're talking about women's bodies and abortion. I don't think men should think at all. But that's a different topic for a different day.
And I agree with you. And if you would like for us to continue talking about this topic, please tune in to the very next episode of 2CC, The Blackery. Thank you. I have been your co-host, Cosmos.
This is your girl, Carrie.
Thank you for enjoying us. I will talk to you later.